afternoon, good evening, wherever you're calling from. This is the list of the ingredients we'll be making today. Today I'm showing you how I make my plantain amala. This very one is made out of unripe plantain, which is dry and blended with a big industrial machine. And you before you cook it, sometimes you have to sieve it, and sometimes you don't have to sieve it. This is how what we're making looks like: plantain amala, unripe plantain. Before you start, just make sure you have your hot water boiled, then get your pots ready. This is how the plantain amala looks like. So like I said earlier on, I rather buy the raw one, process it by myself, and buying the ready pack one, because I'll be very sure of the content that is inside. So once your water is boiled, just pour it in the water, turn on the heat. By the time you turn on the heat, please make sure it's on low level, especially if you're not an expert in making amala. I'm reducing the water because I just guess it might be too much for the size or quantity I will be making. So lower the heat, especially if you're not an expert. Then pour in the plantain flour. We call it elubologede, which is the plantain flour. We have yam flour, which is for amala as well, and we have plantain flour. But this very one is called plantain flour. If you go to the market, you won't call it flour. You have to call it elubologede if you go to an open African market in Nigeria. This meal, I don't know if any other country eats or processes this type of a meal, but if you do, you can please share your thoughts in the comment section. This very one is from Nigeria, mostly to the Yoruba part of Nigeria. It's called amala, but this very amala is made out of unripe plantain. So, beat the amala, and this is the foundation point. I'm adding more flour, plantain flour, just because I want it to be a little bit, at this point, it has to be a little bit stronger than the actual content you want to eat it. And this is the foundation part of the mixing of the flour, and you have to be very fast, sorry. If you're not fast, then it's going to have lumps, and you don't want to eat your amala with lumps, because it won't be palatable eating amala with lumps. So this foundational part, the reason why I call it foundational part is because we're still going to go through another second part of cooking it further. So at this point, I'm scraping all the bit by bit of the amala on the wooden stick, and I'm going to scrape the whole side from the pot. Reason being is because I'm going to steam it further, and I want every part to be well cooked. So this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this. So you scrape every bit of it as much as you can back into the pot as a whole. You use the wooden stick, adding more water, and you now use the wooden stick to punch a hole in between so that they can cook evenly, very well, so that they can cook well. So now after you make the hole, put more water, then you cover it and let it cook for like 8 minutes. But the difference between the plantain amala is that if it's yam amala that we're making, which is elubo issue, we call it elubo issue, the other one, you have to cook it furtherly. I'm going to do a demo as well further in the week how to do that one. It's very similar, but it's just the cooking time is different. So this very one, you just let it boil for that period of 80 minutes to 10 minutes maximum, because you want to retain the fiber in the plantain. So then you start mixing gently this way. Then now it's time to put all your efforts, do some hand exercise, exercise, then beat it. It has to be as fluffy as possible. The joy of eating amala is to have it fluffy. If it's fluffy, believe me, you're going to enjoy it. So make sure you beat it so well so that it can be as fluffy as possible. And one of the good things about this plantain amala is that it digests so fast. Please try it and just share with me after you've tried this one. I don't buy the pack one, like I said. I buy the whole one whenever I make a trip to Nigeria, Africa. Then I just blend it by myself. or you can rather send somebody if you have any friends and family back home. So it's well beaten to my satisfaction at this point. Then I'm going to dish it out. So 2 ways in dishing amala. You can either wrap it in the nylon, cling film nylon. If you're not eating it straight away, wrap it in the cling film nylon and wrap it in a cloth, then put it in your cooler bag or in the actual cooler. Or rather still, you just put it directly in the plate like the very first video I showed you from Beyond Stats. So these are the 2 ways in which we dish the amala. So wrap it in the nylon or dish it directly in the plate like you saw from the beginning. So this is just the end of making amala, plantain amala, but we all call it amala. But when you see them or when you eat them, you can tell the difference. But in looking at them, they both look dark. So that's the first portion, and this will be the second one. Just wrap it in your cling film nicely, rounding, boiling, whichever one you might call it. That's all. Then put it in the tablecloth or cloth of your choice before putting it in a cooler bag. But for me, if I'm eating my amala, I don't like it cold. So most of the time I eat straight from the pot and I get my stew ready. So that is how to make amala. Easy peasy. But be ready to do some ham exercise. It's actually good. Exercise is good for every part of our body. But this particular one will work your ham down. So guys, thanks for watching again, and thanks to all the subscribers. Remember to share with friends and family, and remember to turn on the notification button, please. So I will stop disturbing you with my WhatsApp message, alerting you each week that I have posted. Please share, turn the notification button on, and remember to like after watching, please. I do appreciate your support. Take care and see you again next week. Bye. Ciao, ciao. Bye.